Welcome to Beer Disciples. I'm Ross Quintana.
I'm Richard Callahan.
That's right. And look, there's two of them.
He brings his own.
Yes. Yeah, that's your Indian name. He brings his own, of which I'm very pleased. Because now my Indian name doesn't have to be, he only gets half. Shouts out to my Native Americans out there. Okay, so this is, I know I'm almost going with the Native American theme here because the Rustic Saison, a farmhouse style ale.
Brewed with honey.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. It says it on there. I didn't know it said it on the thing. I know that it said they put a little bit of heather honey in each of the tanks to kind of blend it all together, but I didn't know they wrote that on the deal there. So what we have is the Rustic Saison 2011 from Samuel Adams. This is Boston Brewing Company. And the style Saison is, in French, I believe, it means season. And these were farm ales, basically, that they made. From what I understand, they were winter, if I'm getting this right. They were winter ales that they'd made to be kind of a session-style ale. Now, I don't know if they always have to be a session-style ale, but they were for times that, working in the field, and you want a good beer, so it makes sense to bring them out in the summer pack. So
I've only had one Saison in my beer tasting life so far, and it was amazing. It's called, it's made by the Boulevard. It's called Tank 7. It's highly rated, and it is really, really good.
Yeah, Boulevard has their Saison Brett is #1 on RateBeer, and the Brazier Phantom Saison is #1 on BeerAdvocate. So they there's not a lot of makers of this style, and so you'll see that they kind of have multiple entries in there, and they do a good job on it. So the ABV on this is 4.35, IBUs 25, and the malts are Harrington, Metcalf, Copeland Pale, Bohemia Pils, and wheat, and then the hops are Hersbrucker and Nettning Noble. So, and that is the traditional, the Nettning Noble is the traditional hop to go in this style of beer. So, and they put, like I said, a little of the heather honey in the brew. So,
well, mine's getting pretty warm here, so I'm going to give it a pour.
Yeah, let's see it. Look at that, cut in line. Well, that looks good.
It's a really golden color. Really clear, very see-through. A lot of carbonation.
It's pea snow yellow.
Sam Adams is the NASA of carbonation when it comes to the rocket ship boosters that come flying up the side of the.
That's right. We it was funny when you set it down like that, like just flurry of.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Let's get some of that out so I don't get that carbonation up my nose.
We could make one of those. I'd hate to see what happened if you put one of those mints. What are those? Mentos. Oh. Those bottles where it shoots out. Maybe that's their thing. So let's take a look at it. You got the Hefeweizen glass, and I'm going to throw it in a Pilsner glass here just to see a little different. And I know
we have no experience pouring in this glass.
I know I overdid it because I went straight down at first. I didn't realize it was going to do that. It's actually kind of beautiful.
It looks like champagne. It looks like champagne in your glass.
I know for all the beer geeks out there. Oops. Ooh, he didn't do 45, and then wait till it was 2/3 and go. It's like, okay, yeah, come on, wipe my butt for me too. I can pour beer how I want. Back to the review.
Very clear. What I like about what's interesting about the clarity on this is it's acting like a magnifying glass on the other side. It's just making everything
super
bigger.
Clear.
You can see. I don't know if you can see it real close, but the bubbles are actually bigger in this. The way that it's in the clarity.
Yeah, the bubbles are huge. Period. Sam Adams always does a little more carbonation, and And it's a good and it's a bad for their beer. With the lighter beers, I think it's a good because it gives a little more body and excitement than you might normally get. So,
as we've let it set, my head is pretty much gone. Your bubbles keep getting bigger and bigger. I don't know how that happens. But I'm going to give it a smell. The appearance looks good. It looks light. It looks refreshing. I don't think it's going to blow me away, though. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take a look here.
It's got a fruity, yeasty smell.
Yep. And that's supposed to be standard for this style. Is the fruity esters.
It's got a good. It smells good. It's almost like a slight, like a hint of mint. Are you getting that at all?
I think I just got half a nostril full of
carbonation.
Yeah, carbonation that now is going to carbonate my brain with powerful bubbles.
It's like it's a slight mint. It's definitely.
I think it's that combination. Yeah.
It's spicy. It's floral. The notes that I'm getting, it smells good. Like I said, it smells refreshing. It smells like a good summer
You definitely
beer.
get that yeast, that Belgian yeast in there. It's top fermented, and you get that.
Is it a wild yeast or is it Belgian yeast?
Belgian. Okay, well.
It's a pleasing smell. I like it.
Let's get to the tastage. That's pretty good.
Highly carbonated.
Yeah, don't cry for me, Argentine.
I'm trying to get past the carbonation just to taste something. I'm getting some sour notes, some bitter. I don't know if that's from the hops or the spices.
I get the bready. It's very bready to me, that the wheat that they put in there. I get that strong yeast, like you said. It almost creates a mint-like almost a menthol-like reaction.
I definitely get that towards the end. It's peppery. It's spicy. The hops, the spice. I don't know if it's the spices or if it's the hops, but something's interacting with the carbonation and it's making it. It's not very drinkable. I mean, it's okay. Like, in order to refresh me, I'd have to come back to it and set it down and come back to it.
Yeah,
so when I think of
pound it a couple times and get rid of some of that carbonation.
When I think of refreshing, I think of something that I can drink all of it I can.
I agree.
Exhale.
As much as Sam Adams has the light side that makes it drinkable, when they get their beers, some of their beers are too light, and when that happens and that big carbonation hits, the carbonation is overpowering the lightness of it, and then you end up getting a beer that's, just gassy in your mouth and too much carbonation action in there. So yeah, this one, I feel like I shake that carbonation out a little bit.
I actually do really like the hop, what the hops are doing at the end of the. This is a Sam Adams beer that actually stays with you more than most. Sam Adams, you've commented before that there's a really good. It washes itself away really well. But the hops that they use are lingering in the back, and that's something that I appreciate because I haven't seen that before from Sam Adams.
You can taste those noble hops, and I think that what's nice about that is it does have that breadiness. Once you do actually tapping that carbonation out, there a little bit actually helped its drinkability a lot more, and then I got a little bit more of the flavors. You definitely, it's a pretty good balance for a lighter beer style in general. So I'm going to say on this, for me, I'd say this is a B beer for me. Most beers have to go,
I'm going to go B- for me. I think it's good. It's not mind blowing. I don't think I'd buy it again. I don't think I'd recommend it. But now I can say that I've had it. So.
Yeah, it's. For me, yeah. Maybe I was zealous with my B. I think it's not bad for a session beer. I mean, for what it is. I don't know that it's trying to be very big and wonderful. I think they were a little overcarbonated, and for that reason alone, I probably have to downgrade it to a B minus, because if I have to get rid of some of the carbonation, then it wasn't made right. So I'll agree with you and go a B minus on that. For me, overall, this is going to be about a 78, and for the style, I'm guessing somewhere around a 72.
It's kind of like with Daniel Tomlinson. It's his rating on Madden. He's been downgraded. He's always been overrated.
Where's the old
LT? Oh, he ran 10 yards. You can cut that.
So check us out on Facebook. You can go Facebook.com/BeerDisciples. Let us know what you think if you've had the beer. You got comments, you want to contact us, thebeerdisciples@gmail.com. Beer suggestions, beer trades, you want to be a guest on the show, bam, hit us up and we'll conversate with you. Trust me. I'm just itching to conversate. Anyway, we like the beer moderately. So until next time, cheers.